One simple food, creamy and tangy, sitting quietly in your fridge, has been called a gut health miracle, a bone strengthener, and even a weight loss weapon. But here's the shocking part. According to surveys, nearly 65% of adults over 60 aren't eating it daily, and many don't realize what they're missing. Imagine that something so ordinary could quietly protect your digestion, your bones, even your mood. The question is eating yogurt every single day really that good for you? The truth is yes, but the real story is more complex than the headlines. For seniors, the choice of yogurt can make the difference between a food that heals and a food that silently harms. I've seen too many older adults reach for the wrong kind, filled with sugar and additives, believing they're doing something healthy. Today, I'll show you exactly what happens to your body when you eat yogurt every day, what the research really says, what to look for when buying it, and the one mistake that cancels out its benefits. Section 1. Nutritional Powerhouse. Yogurt is made by fermenting milk with live bacterial cultures, turning it into a creamy, tangy, probiotic-rich food that your body can digest more easily. In just one serving, you get protein for your muscles, calcium and vitamin D for your bones, B vitamins for steady energy, and minerals like potassium and magnesium that keep your heart rhythm balanced. But here's something most people don't think about. Not all sources of these nutrients are as convenient as yogurt. A glass of milk can upset digestion for many older adults, but the fermentation in yogurt makes it gentler on the stomach. I've seen older patients in Florida who struggled with bloating after dairy, yet felt fine when they switched to Greek yogurt. That change alone helped them enjoy the benefits without discomfort. And there's more. Yogurt contains a unique fatty acid called CLA, which some studies link to better metabolism and fat loss. While the science is still ongoing, it suggests that yogurt isn't just a snack. It could be part of a broader strategy to stay lean and active after 60. Think of it as a multitasker. Instead of taking separate pills for calcium, probiotics, and B vitamins, one bowl of yogurt gives you a natural mix that works together inside your body. Section 2. How it helps your gut. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, both good and bad, and the balance between them decides how well you feel each day. Probiotics in yogurt give the good bacteria an advantage, helping them crowd out the harmful ones that cause bloating, gas, and irregular digestion. But the benefits don't stop at the stomach. A healthy gut means your body absorbs nutrients more efficiently, and that can influence everything from your energy levels to your skin clarity. I once spoke with Mr. Harris, a retired teacher from Ohio, who told me his mood swings eased after he started eating plain yogurt every morning. That's no surprise, because the gut communicates directly with the brain through what's called the gut-brain axis. Science backs this up. Studies show people who eat probiotic yogurt for several weeks report less discomfort and better bowel regularity. What makes it powerful is consistency. One serving a day can slowly rebuild that balance. For older adults, where digestion often slows and nutrient absorption drops, yogurt can act like a gentle reset button. Think of it as feeding not just yourself, but the friendly bacteria that keep your whole system running smoothly. Section 3. Yogurt boosts your immunity. Around 70% of your immune system lives in the lining of your gut, which means what happens in your stomach has a direct effect on how often you get sick. When the balance of bacteria is right, your immune cells react faster and more effectively against infections. Yogurt with live cultures stimulates white blood cells, increases antibodies, and lowers inflammation markers in the blood. Now here's the interesting part. Strong immunity isn't just about avoiding colds. It's also about quicker recovery when you do get sick. I remember Mrs. Turner, a 68-year-old from Michigan, who told me she used to catch every seasonal bug. After switching to plain Greek yogurt daily, she noticed fewer colds and shorter sick days. That's not magic. That's her gut and immune system finally working together. Clinical studies have confirmed this, showing people who ate probiotic yogurt for weeks experienced fewer respiratory infections. For older adults, this is especially valuable since the immune system naturally weakens with age. Choosing yogurt as a daily habit can be one of the simplest ways to give your body extra defense without relying solely on supplements or medications. Think of it as armor that starts in your gut. Section 4. Weight management. If you're trying to keep your weight steady after 60, yogurt can be a surprisingly effective ally. Its high protein content helps you feel satisfied longer, which means you're less likely to reach for extra snacks throughout the day. Calcium and other bioactive compounds may even encourage your body to burn fat more efficiently. And because yogurt has a low calorie density, especially Greek yogurt, you get a lot of nutrition for fewer calories. But here's where many people go wrong. Flavored yogurts loaded with sugar can sabotage your goals. I once worked with Mr. Douglas, a retired firefighter from Texas, who switched from fruit-on-the-bottom cups to plain yogurt with fresh berries. In just a few months, he not only shed weight, but also said his energy felt more consistent throughout the day. That small change made a huge difference. Harvard researchers following more than 120,000 people found yogurt eaters gained less weight over the years compared to those who chose chips or cookies as snacks. It's not that yogurt is a magic diet food, but it helps regulate appetite and metabolism in a natural way. For seniors worried about creeping pounds or belly fat, yogurt can be a simple daily habit that supports both weight control and overall health. Section 5. Bone and joint health. As we age, bone density naturally decreases, which makes fractures and joint pain more common. Yogurt provides the building blocks your bones and joints depend on: calcium, vitamin D, phosphorus, and protein. Potassium in yogurt also helps balance acids in the diet, preventing the body from pulling calcium out of the bones. But there's more to the story. I recall Mrs. Alvarez, a 72-year-old in Arizona, who had struggled with brittle bones for years. After adding 2 small servings of plain yogurt into her routine, along with walking every morning, her bone scans showed clear improvement within a year. The yogurt wasn't a miracle cure, but it worked together with her lifestyle to strengthen her skeleton. Research supports this. An Irish study found that older adults who ate yogurt every day had a nearly 40% lower risk of osteoporosis. That's a striking number when you think about how fragile bones can limit independence. And it isn't only about preventing fractures. Strong bones also mean stronger legs, better posture, and less pressure on the joints. So for anyone over 60, yogurt can be more than a snack. It's a daily step toward preserving mobility, staying active, and reducing the fear of falls that too often hold people back. Section 6. Heart health. Yogurt doesn't just care for your gut, it quietly supports your heart as well. The minerals inside, especially potassium and magnesium, help keep blood pressure under control by relaxing blood vessels and supporting steady heart rhythms. Fermentation also produces compounds that may lower inflammation in arteries and improve circulation. But here's something that often gets overlooked. When yogurt replaces salty chips or processed desserts, you're not only adding probiotics, you're removing hidden sodium, trans fats, and sugars that strain the heart. I think of Mr. Lee, a 70-year-old from California who swapped his nightly ice cream bowl for plain yogurt with blueberries. Within months, his blood pressure dropped and his doctor cut back one of his medications. It wasn't magic. It was simply better choices adding up. Studies back this up. Research has shown yogurt can modestly lower LDL cholesterol, the bad type, while boosting HDL, the protective type that clears cholesterol from arteries. A review of more than 30 studies confirmed regular yogurt eaters face a lower risk of heart disease compared to those who rarely eat it. The real takeaway is balance. Yogurt alone won't erase decades of poor habits, but used as part of a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, it becomes a powerful ally. For seniors, that means a stronger heart and more energy for everyday life. Section 7. Skin and Mood. Here's something most people never connect to yogurt. A healthy gut can actually calm inflammation across the body, including your skin. Conditions like acne, eczema, and rosacea often flare up when the gut bacteria are out of balance. By restoring that balance, yogurt may indirectly support clearer skin. But the story doesn't stop there. Your gut also helps produce neurotransmitters such as serotonin, the happy hormone. That means a healthier gut can lift your mood and even steady your emotions. I remember Ms. Johnson, a 66-year-old from North Carolina, who told me she felt less anxious and her skin stopped breaking out after she made yogurt and oatmeal her daily breakfast. It wasn't a miracle cream. It was her gut health reflecting outward. Scientists call this the gut-skin-brain connection. While it may sound complicated, it's simply about reducing inflammation and feeding your body the right bacteria. For seniors, this can translate to more confidence, better sleep, and even a brighter outlook on life. Instead of relying only on lotions or pills, a small bowl of yogurt could quietly support both your complexion and your mood. Section 8. Best types of yogurt. Not all yogurt is created equal, and picking the wrong kind can undo many of the benefits you're hoping for. The smartest choice is plain, unsweetened yogurt. It gives you the probiotics without loading your body with extra sugar. Greek yogurt is another great option because it packs more protein, which is especially valuable for muscle and bone health as you age. But here's the problem I see often. Many people, like Mr. Carter, a 71-year-old from Denver, grab fruit-flavored cups thinking they're healthy. In reality, those cups can contain 15 to 20 grams of sugar, the same as 5 teaspoons. Instead of feeding good bacteria, all that sugar feeds the harmful ones and leaves you with blood sugar spikes. His switch to plain Greek yogurt, topped with fresh strawberries, gave him the flavor he wanted without the crash later in the day. If you're lactose intolerant, you don't have to give up yogurt completely. There are lactose-free and even plant-based versions fortified with probiotics. The key is always checking the label for live and active cultures. That simple phrase tells you the yogurt is still alive with the bacteria your gut needs. Section 9. Best time to eat yogurt. Morning is often the perfect time because yogurt can jumpstart digestion and provide steady energy to carry you through the day. A serving at breakfast helps balance blood sugar and pairs well with oats, fruit, or nuts. For seniors who sometimes skip meals, it's also a simple way to get protein and probiotics first thing. But timing isn't limited to mornings. Eating yogurt after exercise helps replenish protein and minerals, making recovery easier for tired muscles. I recall Mr. Simmons, a 64-year-old from Atlanta, who began having Greek yogurt with banana slices after his daily walk. He told me his leg cramps became less frequent and his energy came back faster. That's the recovery power of a nutrient-dense snack. Evening works too. A small cup of yogurt before bed can support overnight digestion and repair. For those who struggle with heavy or sugary late-night snacks, it's a healthier replacement that keeps the gut working without disturbing sleep. In short, yogurt is versatile. Whether as breakfast, post-workout fuel, or an evening bite, it adapts to your needs and lifestyle. Section 10. Common myths. One of the biggest myths is that yogurt makes you gain weight. The truth is, only the sugar-loaded versions do that. Plain or Greek yogurt can actually support weight control, while flavored cups with candy toppings are more like dessert than health food. Another common belief is that frozen yogurt is just as healthy. That's rarely the case. Most frozen yogurt is packed with sugar and has very little probiotic content left. Mrs. Clark, a 70-year-old from Chicago, told me she used to grab frozen yogurt every weekend, thinking it was a light treat. After learning the truth, she switched to plain yogurt at home and noticed she felt fuller and less bloated. The last myth is that plant-based yogurt has no real benefits. In reality, many brands are fortified with probiotics and nutrients, especially almond, soy, or coconut yogurts. The key is reading the label carefully. If it says live and active cultures, you're still giving your gut the good bacteria it needs. Don't write off non-dairy options. They can be a great choice for people who are lactose intolerant. Section 11. FAQs. A common question is, can you eat yogurt if you're lactose intolerant? The answer is yes. Greek yogurt and lactose-free versions often work well because the fermentation process reduces the lactose. I remember Mr. Reynolds, a 67-year-old from Oregon, who had given up all dairy for years. When he reintroduced lactose-free yogurt, he was surprised at how comfortable his digestion felt. Another question people ask is whether kids can eat yogurt daily. The answer again is yes, but full-fat plain yogurt is best for growing bodies. Many parents are tempted by colorful, sweetened cups, but those are closer to candy than a healthy snack. Yogurt, in its simplest form, helps kids build strong bones and a healthy gut early on. And how much yogurt should you eat? Most experts agree that 1 to 2 servings a day is enough for most people. A small cup with breakfast and another as an afternoon snack can give steady benefits without overdoing it. It's not about eating more, but about choosing wisely and keeping it part of a balanced diet. Section 12. The big mistake. The biggest mistake is believing all yogurt is automatically healthy. Many people reach for brands packed with sugar, syrups, or candy toppings, thinking they're making a smart choice. In reality, those versions feed the bad bacteria in your gut and cancel out nearly every benefit. This is something I saw with Mrs. Parker, a 72-year-old from Ohio who used to eat fruit-flavored yogurt cups every evening. She wondered why her blood sugar kept spiking and her digestion felt worse. Once she switched to plain yogurt with fresh blueberries, the difference was immediate. More energy, fewer stomach issues, and even better sleep. The lesson is clear. Yogurt only works as a health food when you choose it in its simplest form. Added sugars and artificial ingredients shift it from a healing food to something closer to dessert. For seniors trying to protect their bones, gut, and heart, this mistake can be costly. So before tossing yogurt into your cart, pause and read the label. Look for live cultures and minimal ingredients. That small step can decide whether your yogurt is strengthening your health or quietly undoing it. Bonus tip: how to double the benefits. One of the smartest ways to make yogurt even more powerful is to pair it with prebiotic foods. Prebiotics are the fibers that feed probiotics, giving those friendly bacteria the fuel they need to thrive. When you combine yogurt with oats, bananas, or berries, you create a team effort inside your gut. Think of it like this: probiotics are the gardeners, but prebiotics are the fertilizer. Without both, the garden struggles to grow. I knew Mr. Collins, a 69-year-old from Florida, who started adding a spoonful of oats and sliced banana to his morning yogurt. Within weeks, his digestion improved, and he said he felt lighter and less sluggish throughout the day. The science makes sense. Prebiotics don't just help probiotics multiply. They also increase the production of short-chain fatty acids in the gut, which reduce inflammation and support immunity. For seniors, this means better nutrient absorption and stronger defenses against common illnesses. So if you're already eating yogurt, don't stop there. A handful of berries or a sprinkle of whole oats could turn that single serving into a gut-friendly powerhouse. It's a simple upgrade, but the payoff can be dramatic for your health and energy. Eating yogurt every day can be one of the simplest and most enjoyable habits to protect your health. Just one serving provides benefits for digestion, bones, immunity, heart health, and even mood. The secret, however, lies in choosing the right kind. Plain, unsweetened, with live active cultures, and ideally made from whole or low-fat milk. I've seen many older adults, like Mrs. Evans from New Jersey, regain comfort and confidence simply by swapping sugary desserts for a small bowl of yogurt with fresh fruit. It's not about perfection or strict dieting. It's about building small, sustainable habits that quietly strengthen your body over time. So the next time you open your fridge, remember that yogurt isn't just a snack. It can be your daily tool for staying active, independent, and healthy well into your later years.